Alright guys, you've not been clickbaited. After almost a decade, we're finally able to play some crazy Black Ops 2 cut content. I'm talking 7 whole maps that Treyarch never delivered. You've probably got a million questions and I'm going to tell you everything you want to know in this video, but first, I'd really appreciate a like on this because it helps more people see this, and not enough people know about this. Okay, so the first thing you might be wondering is what cut content I'm talking about. It's no secret at this point that part of the reason Transit was so shit is because Treyarch straight up ran out of time. There was meant to be a lot more planned for the map, and actually a lot more planned for Green Run, and Black Ops 2 as a whole. One of the main things they were going to do is make a bunch more survival maps like Town. I know a lot of people back in the day were obsessed with Town because it was just like really laid back and easy, but let's face it, Nuketown was too hard and Bus Depot and Farm were just kinda shit. And now we can finally play more of those survival maps like Town on Black Ops 2, both on Green Run and a couple of Mob of the Dead, in the exact same way that Treyarch would have made these maps if they had enough time, plus a couple of extras. Yo, hold on. It's me from the future talking to you right now. I actually wrote and recorded the script for this video like 6 months ago, and basically since then they've added like a ton more maps. They've added Origins, Die Rise, and I think Buried as well. I've not played them enough to be able to talk about them in this video, but just know that they actually do exist as well. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. The new cut content maps are Diner, Tunnel, Power Station, Nacht, Cell Block, and Docks. They're just straight up survival maps, totally polished with perks and a box and everything in Black Ops 2. And if that wasn't cool enough, my favourite one is Cabin. But I'm gonna be real, I don't think Treyarch was even planning on making this one, I think. So before I go in depth about what the maps are actually like, you're probably screaming, Harris, how the hell do I play these maps? And the answer to that is Plutonium. Plutonium is a free-to-play client for Black Ops 2 with custom and community-run servers. It lets you retexture shit, play 8-player matches on any map, play modded game modes, and it's got multiplayer and all the DLCs. But let me be clear, I'm not condoning piracy. Don't download Plutonium unless you've bought a legal copy of the game through Steam, otherwise the FBI will bust into your house at 3 AM and fucking kill you. But yeah, pretty much it just breathes new life into Black Ops 2. There's tons of people playing it again, and there's all sorts of crazy shit like Transit with no fog, Zombies Battle Royale, a new version of Grief, custom perks, dog-only servers, custom Easter eggs, oh and again, it's all totally free. Like, how good is that, right? By the way, a link to Plutonium is in the description. Again, all these survival maps are made totally faithful to how Treyarch were planning to make them. They all have slight little quirks just to make them a bit different and unique. There's a nice amount of servers running bonus survival maps so you can always hop into a match with a lot of people. Credit goes to Jesus Lizard, Kaz, and Gerard S0406 for bringing these to life for free. If all of this sounds cool to you, hit the like button so the video shows up for other people because it's crazy that nobody's talking about this. Alright, now let me tell you how fucking cool these maps actually are. So first, I'm gonna talk about Diner. This is the one that I always wanted as a kid. It's one of the nicest looking places in Transit, and they even turned it into a turn map, but not survival. But oh my god, this just works so well as a survival map. It's got all your wall weapons, perks, a couple of new box locations, and the Pack-a-Punch is actually on the roof. Which, I don't know, that just feels like something Treyarch would have done because the roof is an absolute death trap, but it's also really fun to hold out on there. But what makes this map stand out is the shield. It's a small thing, but it's just kinda nice to have, and it makes the map feel a little bit different, but all the other maps have their own like unique little things about them. Either way, we finally have Diner, and it feels totally official and is a total banger of a map. The next one I'm gonna talk about is Tunnel. This is a weird one. You've got all your usual stuff and that's pretty much it, but the thing is, it's a massive and really wide open map, and I think that's why it's one of the most popular ones in the community. You can get 8 people in there and all train comfortably and have a really fun time. We also got Power Station, which is a weird one, but I like it just because the layout gives you a bit of challenge. There's less training space in the other 2 maps, so you're a lot more on edge when you're playing this. Also, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure there was like a shield or something on the crafting table for you to use. And next up is Nacht, but with the cornfields. This is a really weird one, and I'll admit, if Treyarch made this, it wouldn't have been this big, but whatever. The map includes Nacht, and the corn, and all the way to the middle bus part, and the pylon. This map is like the same difficulty as Power Station. It's when you're trying to get through the crops where you usually go down because you get lost and then one zombie just pops up from nowhere and you go down. Really fun to just camp in Nacht though, but it's like I want to go Pack-a-Punch, but then I need to go through the crops, and that's when people start going down, and you gotta be good if you want to revive people in this map. But hold on a sec, let's talk about the Mob of the Dead maps real quick. There's only 2, but they're really fun. The first one is Cell Block, so like the Grief map, but survival. Oh, and also in these maps you get way more perks because you also have PhD, Deadshot, Mule Kick, and Custom Stamina. As you get more and more kills, your perk limit actually goes up, which is really cool. You also have really nice guns you usually get in Mob of the Dead, like the Blundergat, the Death Machine, the AK, the Tommy Gun, Uzi, and whatever else. Both maps feature 1 dog head you need to feed, and then you get the Hell's Retriever. You also have the Acid Gat kit, and you also have Brutus who spawns in occasionally. I like it this way because it feels like a survival map, but just every now and then he comes in and fucks you up, and it feels a bit more fresh from the other maps without being too crazy or anything. You also have the docks as a map, which I think gets way more chaotic than Cell Block, but has the same features. I'm pretty sure one of them is a shield, but I can't remember which one. Alright, the last map I'm gonna talk about is my favourite, and I've had a ton of fun with it. It's the Cabin in the Woods from Transit. This map is fucking tiny. There's just about enough space to survive. Just about. You'll notice there's tons of little plants in the way, and all the zombies just pop out there while you're trying to train. But apart from being small as fuck and really intense, this map also has a custom kind of Wonder Fizz, but no actual perk machines. If you know me, you know I like hard maps, and to me this is like the Shangri-La of the survival maps. It's not impossible though, like there's still a mystery box and a pack-a-punch machine, which by the way is in the fireplace, which I thought was really cool. Another cool but weird detail is that all your power-ups slowly fly towards the tree trunk in the middle. I don't know why, but yeah. I'll admit though, even though this is my favourite one, it's not for everyone, and it also doesn't feel like a map Treyarch would have actually made, but all the other ones really do. But yeah, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe right now, because I'm making a ton of cool zombies videos way faster than ever, and I'm also planning on doing some other cool shit, so you definitely don't want to miss that. Make sure you leave a comment, I'll be sure to respond, and I'll see you in the next one.
전에도 본 적이 있어. 파이가 뱃속으로, 그러니까 내장으로 내려가게 되면 펑!